Okay, tip side back. Tip side grain door. Okay, we can do tip side back, tip side grain door. I thought it had a an extender which might not work with raise and lower the hitch. That's not a thing I want. And I don't know. Maybe it's the smaller one. Oh well. Let's turn off that. Turn off that. The trailer does need to be fixed. I think I might run both of these through the service bay just to make sure we're good to go here. Yeah, sorry. What I thought was this had a tipper bed that you could jack up so that the tip base was higher, which makes unloading into silage bunkers a little bit more friendly. Doesn't seem to have that. That might have been a different vehicle. And that, and so as I said, we're going to keep the other cart anyway. It doesn't hurt to have more than one. Oh, just, dude, stop trying to commit suicide. So this map has an update with giants for testing. It's save game compatible, just makes full types from the latest DSC sellable at the Xbox and updates the PDA to be a new design. Oh, okay. The ability to move the tow bar up and down helps with clamp work. Yeah. Yeah, I know some of the tippers have a you can jack up the tail end, so it makes the tipping point or the tipping output higher up, which does make clamps easier. And that might be a feature of the smaller of the trailers in this set. I can't remember. But anyway, I can move the tow bar up and down, which, okay. The other thing I do like about carts like this is you have the grain door and the big door, so that if you're going into a sell point with an overhang or enclosed sell point, you don't have to worry about pranging the top of the trailer on the roof, because you just use the grain door. It limits the tip height. Okay, let's go find a harvester. So new PDA will be fun. And to be fair, I'm really not too bothered about using the whole. Well, actually, we'll have to go round. The new crops from the premium edition, and the reason for that is because they don't play well with precision farming. So it begs the question, if I'm playing precision farming, why do I want to grow these things? Because they're just going to annoy me. Okay, hopefully, if I get close enough. Ooh. Oh. I need a royal mess of that. Oh, and again. Dude. Oh, okay. Now we're in the groove, but I will need to back off, let the harvester do its thing. Yes, and that's also another deal. But then moving floors can be an issue on emptying into silage bunkers. So I don't know. I do eventually want to get to the point where I'm actually using a truck for deliveries. Okay, now that's fully extended, we can drive underneath it. We get to keep an eye on the fill level on the harvester. So I'm going to let this, I might let the harvester continue this. Yeah, there we go. Turn that off. And right, start that up. Bring up the course and off you go. And there we go. Now this is far enough behind the... is it far enough behind the harvester? Dude, where are you going? Seriously, where are you going? Well, that was some imaginative driving there. Side tipping trailer. Oh! Yes, you mean the smaller things like that where you can tip to the side. I think these ones tip sideways too. But yes, I have done that in the past. That one definitely tips to the side. But yeah, I've done that in the past. And it does work very well because you're driving over generally a flat piece of chaff and emptying into the side, emptying into where you're not currently driving. Don't know. That was the other thing I was wondering. Don't have much in the way of carts loaded. What the heck is that? Okay. Oh, maybe it was this one. It's not exactly big. I think this one has a jack at the back. So back here somewhere there's a hydraulic ram that pushes the tail up and allows the tipper to tip. Can't remember. Like I said, there was one that does that. But yeah, sometimes what I've done is get a tipper that does a high dump, so I can pull a normal trailer alongside and tip from that. I do know one that used to work on Farm Sim 17, doesn't really work on 22, and that was go to sugarcane and get one of these. In 17, these would hitch to the back of the forage harvester. So your forage harvester's driving around just unloading into this cart, and then when this cart gets full, you bring a trailer alongside and you do a high dump into the trailer along the side. Do those still accept? I think they do accept chaff. Or do they? Can't remember. But yeah, they used to accept chaff, which was really, really handy. Okay, we need to move this, because he's going to be in the way otherwise. And our harvester is 46%. Gonna turn around any minute now. I know I did find, I did that in Farm Sim 19, but in Farm Sim 22 I found that those sugar beet carts did not hitch to a lot of the forage harvesters, which means that you can't do that. Or at least the forage harvester I was using, it wouldn't hitch to, which was sad, because it's kind of nice to be able to run a forage harvester like like you run a regular harvester, and you can just run around and it just keeps harvesting, and all you have to do is stop it to unload the stuff. It's one of the reasons I tend to prefer sugar beets to potatoes, because the sugar beet harvester has a little bit more capacity. I don't have to service it quite so frequently. Anyway, how are we doing here? That's empty. I'll follow it down the row, I think. So now the big question is, how much further past 34,000 litres can I get with this cart? I think I'm kind of close to the limit, the weight limit of that Stroughton cart. So I might just follow the harvester down. Ooh, don't back up, dude. Of course, I'm going to have to climb up the hill to the place that does the flower thing. How are you doing? Still, yeah, don't have a lot in there. You know what I might do? I might go park here. Wait for him to do a double row. Okay, what else do I need to do here? Not a lot. Let's go. Oh, let's take the New Holland. Why not? Also, fully serviced and dieseled up, so we are good to go with this one too. Someone was very conscientious when they parked a lot of our vehicles and left them ready to go, rather than needing services and all the rest of the stuff we forget to do. Oh, let's see if I can remember the reset buttons for this. Of course, the other advantage with this, I could have dropped bales around the edge of the field and then use this to pick them up. And yeah, I do have a general dislike of auto-load trailers, but I also have a general dislike for a total failure of farm sim physics when it comes to bales. And I have had a lot of issues. I don't know which mod is causing them, but oh, it's so painful, it's just ridiculous. So auto-load it is. Now, I'll pull that up, and operating position is button 19. Button 19 is 18 on the other side. 19, oh, it's the activate button. That's kind of cool. So, yay, off we go. And I forgot to unload the harvester. Doesn't matter. I'll just run around and grab bales for a bit. So, auto load capacity of this is 28. And straw bales are freaking huge, so we're not going to generate many bales, which is a nice thing. Did you throw one off the back here? No. Okay. Come around and pick that one up now. Come around here and grab that one. Off, turn the engine off, go jump in here, oops, and let's go chase a harvester. So yeah, I think the weight capacity, actually I want to be this side of the straw swath. I think the weight capacity of this trailer definitely looking close to volume limit. And we get to 35, yeah. Oh, no, we're at max. So it's barely. Oh, don't run over the crop. Oh, it's barely bigger than the other one. So, yeah. But still, like I said, having two carts isn't a bad thing. I'm kind of happy with that. So this is barley, the one to our right is barley, and that's all of our barley fields for the year. We only planted 2 barley fields, 2 oat fields. The oats are ready. Oh, darn. Well, that's annoying. I should be playing on 3x speed. I was playing on half speed. So I'm going to bump us up to 6 times speed. It's already 11 o'clock. So if I run to midday, running at 6x speed will kind of even up the game time with how long I've been playing. One of the things, I mean, in the past I have played at 1 time speed, but really, really 1 time speed, you can get so much done in the day, it just makes things too easy. I mean, we're still up to £451,000 in the bank because we just sold all of our silage, but I'm not looking at doing, hey, let's do all of the baling contracts in one day, because that's like 20 contracts and you probably end up with about £1 million in the bank if you do it that way. So consequently, where does that put me? That puts me at the bottom of the hill. Okay. I don't know if this is a more efficient route to take, but it can bypass the horrible hills. So we can keep speed up, and 34 miles an hour ain't a bad clip. Oh, I'll just drive over the loading bay there. But this is certainly quicker than 3 miles an hour up the main road that we were getting. I don't know. Fighting with traction and weights and gravity just sucks. Ugh. Yeah. Still does slow down a little bit, not by a significant as a significant amount as the other way. And now we're on the relatively flat bit. Yeah, I don't know, was that any quicker? Harvester's still almost 70% full, or is that me? Yeah. I seem to have lost the sell point. There it is. Oh, that might be why processing was so slow earlier. Yeah, that's running a little bit quicker now. Oh, so, right, so barley is what we're used to, 60 to 46. Corn is 40 to 34. 80 to, yeah. to 16, 30 to 30. Oh, 30 to 38 there, and wheat is 10 to 8. 68 to 48. So yeah, you get slightly less there. 10 to 8 times 4, 34. 4 8s are 32. Okay. 3 8s are 24. So you get a little bit more there, a little bit more there. And 2 8s are 16. That's actually the same as that. But it processes a lot more cycles of wheat than it does canola. Okay. So I don't know if it's more efficient to bring it here and get the wheat, turn everything into flour, but it is cheaper to own the grain mill than it is to own a silo at the moment. And I'm not going to be too... If I did buy silos for the farm, I'm not going to be too, restrictive on what I can do with them. But visually, if a silo has two bins, I can store 2 crops in it, and that's kind of where I'm going to go with it. I could make an entrance into that field through these trees, but I don't think that's going to work for me very well. Not unless I took all the trees down and made the path lead to, oops, where the thing is. Is this me? This is me. So it's still a long round trip, and oh, the harvester's at 95%. I think that's where course play stops. So it'll wait for me now. But yeah, maybe what I'll look at possibly putting another exit onto that road. So the entrance to that field's at that end. Where are the trees? The trees are along... Yeah, I could chop out these trees, put a dirt track along here, and then just follow the tree line down to where the road is. And that could be an alternate exit out towards the grain mill. It does, however, put me at the bottom of the hill, so that would be a little bit of an issue for me. And the baler's caught up with the harvester, and the baler's put a baler away. It's not a good deal, dude. However, the harvester's thank you, big thing. Oops, try not to kill crop. Oversized pipe does extend to the other side of the bale, so that's a good thing. I'm guessing it stops at 95%, so that when I arrive with the grain cart, it can actually start moving. As I come in from behind. Train going through town. Oh, please extend your pipe. Please extend your pipe. Dude, stick the pipe out. Come on. Thank you. Yes. Big harvester, small header.